Yam. Welcome.
Hello. Welcome to the pod.
We are Wine Thots.
Thank you, Paul. We are Wine Thots, and what we do, drink wine, tell our thoughts.
Have a good time.
We also have a manager.
Yeah. Actually,
He just
everyone's
passed.
in town. Wow,
Paul's literally taking the spotlight.
He is working today.
He's working it.
He came to work. Work. Who says it? Beyonce?
You ain't gotta go to work.
Work.
Yeah, that's Fifth Harmony.
Oh, okay. Same
Your
thing.
millennial is showing.
Same.
This wine is...
A lovely red.
It's called Estancia.
E.
This is our new manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's delightful. It's
Actually goes down really nice. Almost so big. Maybe. You know we're not.
What?
Got you.
Sorry.
The vibes are unhinged.
It's an answer.
Like if I'm a door,
I won't open.
I've lost. the
I don't
hinges.
understand how to unlocked.
You are locked out.
In. Locked in my own head.
Speaking of, what a nice transition. Amazing.
Have
It's
you
like you
guys-
planned that.
Ever dreamt?
That's it. Do you dream? Have you ever had a dream?
And what if those dreams are bad?
Whoa.
Would you say a nightmare maybe? Have you had a
Whoa.
nightmare?
Have you?
I'm living a nightmare.
Yeah, I wake up and my day's a nightmare.
It's 2024. I know what a nightmare is. It's called When I Wake Up.
Yeah, today we're talking about our nightmares in the Reddit world, other people's nightmares, you know, how we love, how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we should just open up that vault
Open our minds.
in our hearts.
Keep the hearts closed. Let's just get in the minds. For tonight.
You're right.
Guard your heart. Don't bring it.
What hurt you? Do we have time to unpack? This is now a therapy session, and we are now in with Dr. Thought.
Now that's a nightmare.
Oh.
So let's get back in.
No.
Let's keep going. So why don't you start us off mildly with the Reddit world before we get into
Yeah.
time
Ooh,
nightmares?
both had this dream, and because we've already talked about this, so this is really mild. But I saw it, and I was like, I have to bring this up again. Apparently, this person has dreams of their teeth falling out.
Oh. I have one of those dreams. That's like a weekly occurrence for me.
I don't know. Because I don't think I have that many nightmares, knock on wood. But I have that one like all the time.
And it's not even, sometimes it's not that they're falling out, it's just that I like pull them out.
Oh.
Or like I'll
That's-
chip them weirdly.
Okay, well that's like a real time fear. What if your dentist pulls them out?
I would consult a therapist
Oh, okay, yeah.
for further
With
analysis.
what? In this economy, okay.
BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.
This episode is sponsored
Sponsored by?
No, it's not. It's not sponsored.
But
it could be.
The waves are strong
If we
today.
just get 5 more followers.
Just oh, this one's good. Okay, this guy said, I'm not sure about the worst. He's clearly struggling. He's seen a lot. But the first nightmare I can remember was when Goofy cut off my index finger.
Hold on. I used to have nightmares about the Goofy movie.
What?
I feel like I did. I feel like there was a scene or something that really, it's like, it's up there with like Brave Little Toaster. Like there was just a scene.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. There was just scenes from some of my childhood movies that haunted me. So I get it. I get where this guy's coming from.
I mean, Goofy is kind of spooky. Spooky Goofy.
Honestly, if I hear his voice, I'm triggered, so I do feel...
No. I don't think I've ever
Was that supposed to be a Goofy?
Next.
Alright.
Fever dreams are the worst. Where someone got their head shoved in an oven. And the top half just melted away. And he ran off screaming with blood all over the place.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. But I mean, also like kind of selfish, right? Because it's happening to someone else and not him. So like it's not really that scary. Like if it was your head in the oven, then
maybe he's
that'd
like a
be...
sadist. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know. I thought about that all day. I'm like, who is this person? Was it your mom? Was it your ex? Was it a random person? Was it Goofy? Is it the same guy?
Was it Goofy?
I feel like you're like on edge.
Should we get into our own dreams?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to go back and forth? Tit for tit?
Titties? You go.
Oh, I have so many that I could pick from, but I'll pick from a small pool. Okay.
Dive in.
Well, I've been known to have very intense, long dreams that you know in Inception when they're like, time in the dream is 20 years, but in real life it's like an hour.
Yeah.
That genuinely happens in my dreams sometimes. I had this very vivid, intense dream once that I was in this field with one of my childhood friends. She exists. It was weird. Like we were both like in a car.
I had a field dream.
Well, it wasn't you.
Was there a ladder?
I didn't know you yet. No ladder. Well, later. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I was in this field. We were sitting in a car together. I think we were supposed to be doing something, teenagery. Like maybe we were just like smoking pot, like out in a field or something like crazy. So crazy. And we were just sitting in the car, and then all of a sudden this flash of light, like vacuum thing happened.
Like a little alien action.
And I literally woke up. Like it's like I had passed out from it, and I woke up and I was in this weird museum, and someone like it felt almost like a movie. Like I literally woke up in this weird museum, and it didn't look like anything I'd ever seen before. And someone like helped me up, and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. And then I'm looking around me, and there's this like display of some type of very catastrophic event that had happened in the past, and it was like not like any technology I'd really ever seen. It was like a pop-up, like not AI, but like kind of like a screen, but it was like foggy because I was also dreaming, supposedly.
High, but
I was high and dreaming, apparently. I don't know if that transferred over, but I get up and I start exploring around this place, and it's like a giant the only thing I can think of is those hamster
wheels.
The tunnels with the hamsters.
Oh
but
my God.
it wasn't fun colored like that. It was all very gray. Everything was really gray for some reason, and all of these pods were like connected to each other, and you couldn't go outside. They were all connected, and your homes were like that. Like they were all built like that. And I encountered this family who like took me in, and it was weird. And I had this whole like relationship with the daughter of the family, and then also like ended up falling in love with like the son, and we got married, and we literally had like our own life. And we weren't married for very long. I think we were only married for like a year, and then something happened where the vortex thing happened again, and this is all like very hilarious and like laughable and like so dumb, like I just dreamed a fake movie or whatever. But the weirdest thing was like I don't know, I have this thing where I can kind of in my dreams kind of tell when I'm about to wake up sometimes, and in the dream I just like look over at him, and I was like, I'm about to wake up, and he was like, he looked at me and he was like, I know, he's like, just promise you won't forget me though, okay? And I was like, okay, I won't. And then I woke up. It was so weird.
What?
That was really long. But it felt like I was dreaming for a literal decade.
Are you Jennifer Lawrence, and is this the Hunger Games?
That sounded nothing like the Hunger Games. What version of the Hunger Games did you see?
Oh, the first one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was a whole Lifetime movie. Others I have are super realistic. Like I'm usually getting kidnapped, or I'm like,
what?
Or like, yeah, that's why I don't like gas stations. Gas stations are usually where it happens. Or like
no,
just a different kind of breed out there. Or like I'm running, and all of a sudden the world ends and I fall off a cliff. Just things like that. casual things like that.
Just your run-of-the-mill horrifying occurrences.
Yeah, or like super realistic things like I'm sleeping and I don't realize I'm dreaming, and like I'm, in my bedroom, I'm in bed and stuff like that, and then like a person walks through the door and I wake up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I've had that. I told on the podcast before, I have the doppelganger dream about Dom. Like coming in the room. Mm-hmm, I had a follow-up dream that was even creepier.
No, you're gonna have to walk me out to my car.
I will. I promise. It freaks me out more because I had the same. It was very similar. I was laying in bed. We both were. It was nighttime. We were both asleep. But in the dream, the lights were on. And I honestly thought I was awake. Like, it felt very weird. And I was sitting up like I was in the other dream. I was sitting up. And all of a sudden, I see both of us in the hallway laughing and making that same very weird smile that it's like everything fit except for the smile, and laughing, and it was like the doppelganger, us were just like walking into the room really slowly, and this time Dom was like awake next to me, but he wasn't doing anything. It's like he was frozen, and then I was like,
no,
that's us. I just kept saying that's us, and then they just kept walking into the room slower and slower, and then before they reached the bed, I woke up. I was in the same exact position I was in the dream, but the lights were off.
Yeah, that's way deeper than mine. Yeah. Let us know if you have any unsettling dreams about your teeth falling out, or...
Because I do.
Cat rescue slides, Hunger Games, drowning.
People you don't want to see.
Everything's on the table. Slide into our DMs at...
Wine Thots.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 O's.
That's right. And...
Podcast.
Yes.
That's
the one.
Podcast.
That's us. Or you can email us
at winethoughtspodcast@gmail.com. Or give us a call. I'm just kidding.
Don't do that.
We should set up a call line. Leave us a voicemail.
Leave us a voicemail.
Please.
Okay. And most importantly,
stay thoughty.
Stay thoughty. Love you. Good night.
Me too.
Stop. Sweet dreams. No. Stop.